And Max, I understand you had the chance to catch up with an old friend recently.
Mike, have you spent any time around bees? Have you been out to see a beekeeper? Well, I made such a stop the other day. I went out to see my friend Ron Fisher, who is retired from an investment banking firm in Chicago, where, as a full-time job, they were dealing with municipal bonds. But Ron these days is a long ways away from that, not far from the Mississippi River as it divides Illinois and Iowa. That's where he has his hives. And he was out there smoking the hive so I could get a good up-close look at his bees and the honey. Here are some interesting stats about beekeeping maybe you didn't know. There are 2.7 million managed honeybee colonies in the United States. 1 out of 5 of those is in North Dakota. North and South Dakota, Montana, and Minnesota account for almost half of all the U.S. honey produced each year. Many beekeepers produce honey during the summer in the northern plains, the northern states there, where the bees forage on pastures and rangelands, harvesting what honey the bees do not consume or stow away to nourish their young. And then the bees are trucked to California for the pollination that takes place there. And many of those hives, of course, are out there for the almond growers. They account for about 80% of the global almond production, and they require about 2.5 million colonies of bees. So there's a lot that goes on out there by all means. And then there are the hobbyists like my friend Ron Fisher, who's been a beekeeper since he was a very young man. He said he got interested when he was a teenager. And Mike, he offered me the opportunity to put on the hood and go help him there. I passed on that. Maybe we'll let you do that on a future occasion.
Well, Max, I do have a taste for honey, but I think I might have to put in for some hazard pay if I'm going to be reaching in and trying to fish it out from the bees. Thank you for that story. Those honeybees contribute a lot to American agriculture.